Joining us here on Arc Salt Lake, I'm Brian Jeannate. It is Wednesday, which means we have another Utah's Missing special for you. Now tonight, I'm taking you to a gentleman's home who has spent 64 years looking for Denise Sullivan, Utah's oldest missing persons cold case. Now 2 weeks ago, I posted this on social media, on Facebook, the missing case of Reed Jepson from 1964. Dr. Steve Lacey corrected us, saying that the oldest case in Utah was actually 3 years earlier, July 4th, 1961. He invited us to his home, and you're coming with us, and this is the case of Denise Sullivan.
Told all about what was going on, and it was like I was there at the kidnapping in it.
In the summer of 1961, Connecticut natives 15-year-old Denise Sullivan and her mother Jeannate took off on a road trip to Utah with Jeanette's boyfriend, Charles Boothroyd. July 4th, the trio met a man near Dead Horse Point, 17 miles outside of Moab. The stranger spent 2 hours telling them the history of the area as they took pictures and drove off in his tan sedan without mentioning his name. Just around the highway's bend, the trio saw the same man pulled off to the side of the road, lying underneath his car. Thinking he was having car trouble, they stopped to offer help. And when they approached to offer him a flashlight, the mysterious driver brandished a .22 caliber rifle and demanded money.
Charlie Boothroyd, the boyfriend, offered to help, and he got the rifle out and proceeded to rob him. And Mrs. Sullivan, Jeannate, took the money out of her purse and threw it at him, and I guess that got him really upset. And so he shot her and killed her. And then Charlie went after her, and he shot Charlie in the head and the arm, and he thought that he'd killed him. And so Denise jumped into their VW. She just learned how to drive on this trip and jumped into the VW and tried to get away. And he took his car and hit her and pushed her off the side of the road.
Boothroyd survived his injuries, but Jeannate was killed almost instantly. An oil worker saw the wrecked Volkswagen and Boothroyd and used his radio to call for help. 2 hours passed before an ambulance came and a search started for the missing Denise and her kidnapper. Now, the prime suspect was Abel Benny Aragon, an unemployed former Marine from Price, Utah, who was awarded the Navy Cross for heroism during World War II and had no criminal record.
And he took Denise and put him in his car and took off with her. And he took her up to Polar Mesa, which is just east of Moab. And he held her there. One lady heard screams at night, and we don't know if he left her up there and killed her, but they found some clothes there and his .22 rifle.
Hours after the kidnapping, a truck driver saw Aragon in Crescent Junction, now alone, in his damaged car. Aragon gave him an envelope and asked the driver to mail it for him. It contained money and a note addressed to Aragon's wife, telling her he loved her and their 5 children. It did not mention any crimes. While fighting for his life, Charles Boothroyd worked with law enforcement to try and find Denise.
I don't know if he knew Abel's name, but he could remember what the first part of the license plate, which was CJ.
By this time, it was confirmed to Charles that Jeannate had died from her wounds and Denise was still missing. So the FBI expanded the search efforts, creating checkpoints all around major highways of Grand and surrounding counties.
And then went to Crescent Junction, and FBI was there stopping people because the FBI had just really ganged up. And he rolled his window down And the FBI says, well, we need to have you get out of your car and we need to search you because there's been some problems here. Abel says, well, prove you're FBI. He rolled his window back up, reached down and pulled a pistol, shot himself in the head.
Aragon was rushed to the hospital but died 2 hours later without ever regaining consciousness. It was his 35th birthday. So we know that her kidnapper is deceased.
He is.
The only question here is, where is Denise Sullivan?
Yes.
Where do you believe Denise Sullivan is?
I think that she was thrown in the Colorado River because the jack was missing. He weighted her down with chains, and because the jacks were big jacks, and there was no jacks in the trunk of the car.
How important is this case to talk about 64 years later?
I think it's important to keep it going. If there's any possible way, if she was thrown in one of the mines up at Polar Mesa and somebody runs across a skeleton up there.
Although foul play is strongly suspected in Denise's case due to the circumstances involved, she is yet to be found. She, like many other cases we cover, has living relatives who want closure. If found alive today, Denise would be 79 years old. Again, this is believed to be Utah's oldest cold case. Now, the day she was taken, Denise was wearing homemade purple plaid pants. 3 pairs specifically for this trip. If remains are found with similar items, they could be matched to Denise, giving the family closure. Again, we want to thank Dr. Steve Lacey for allowing us into his home and sharing his thorough research with us. If you know anything about this case or the location of Denise Sullivan, contact the Grand County Sheriff's Office using the number you now see on your screen, 435-259-8115.